The 2026 Chevy Equinox is here and turns heads, whether you like it or not. Chevy's giving us a crossover that's anything but shy, but how do things look when you scratch the surface? What's happening under the super attractive exterior? Let's take a look at the new 2026 Chevy Equinox to find out. Exterior design. Let's check that attractive styling first. Slim, angular headlights, a bolder, more aggressive grille, and body lines that seem to shout modern crossover. Some will say it looks sharper, sportier, with more attitude. Others might argue it's just trying a bit too hard. One thing is for sure, it definitely gets everyone's attention. Chevy has clearly put a lot of thought into making the Equinox look more upscale. Does it truly stand out in a sea of competitors? The design tweaks give it a fresher feel, sure, but there's also a sense of familiarity. It's a safe evolution of the model's previous look, not a radical reinvention. Some people will appreciate the refinement and the fact that it keeps pace with current trends. Others might see it as just another crossover blending into the crowd. Either way, it's hard to deny that Chevy has made a conscious effort to elevate the Equinox's street presence. Interior design. On the inside, Chevy is aiming for an upgraded, more premium feel. A massive infotainment screen now dominates the dashboard. Materials also bring a noticeable improvement over what you've seen before. This isn't a luxury SUV, but it's close enough. Space-wise, the Equinox still plays the family-friendly card. There's decent cargo room, which is always a plus, and the rear seats are spacious enough that your passengers won't dread long trips. The seating is comfortable, with enough legroom for adults, making it a solid choice for families who need practicality without stepping up to a mid-size SUV. Also, there are plenty of compartments scattered throughout the cabin, including a sizable center console and door pockets, which help keep things tidy. Powertrain. While the 2026 Chevy Equinox features a fresh exterior, introduced just a year ago, things under the hood are far more familiar. Much like the previous generation, the overall performance is barely adequate, unfortunately. Because the only powertrain option you can get is a familiar 1.5-liter Turbo 4 with 175 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. It's a bit more compared to the previous generation, but there's a new problem: the fact that it comes paired with a CVT. Thankfully, this can be solved by opting for all-wheel drive version, which uses an 8-speed automatic instead and even increases the max torque to 203 pound-feet. The only problem is that you have to pay extra to get this more engaging gearbox, something that was part of the standard offer in the previous generation. That model featured a 6-speed auto, but even with the lack of gears by modern standard, it was still far more engaging than the current unit. Clearly, the Equinox won't blow your mind with its performance, but on the other hand, it offers pretty decent fuel economy. Base models are good for about 26 miles per gallon in the city and 31 mpg on the highway, while models with all-wheel drive and 8-speed automatic are also pretty good, with 24 mpg city and 30 mpg on the highway. Features. If you're looking for a tech-packed, efficient, and slightly more stylish compact SUV, the 2026 Equinox is definitely worth considering. The infotainment system is as modern as they come, packed with all the latest wireless connectivity, driver assist tech, and a user-friendly interface that makes navigating the system a breeze. Whether you're a tech enthusiast or just someone who needs the basics, the system here is intuitive and reliable. Chevy has also stepped up its game in terms of convenience. More storage compartments mean less clutter, and the improved seating ergonomics will have you feeling comfortable even after a few hours behind the wheel. Plus, the upgraded sound system adds a little luxury to your daily drives, making the interior feel just a touch more upscale. It's not revolutionary, but it certainly elevates the experience, making the Equinox a solid choice for anyone looking for a balance of modern tech, comfort, and practicality. It's not groundbreaking, but it does tick all the right boxes for the segment, especially when compared to most of its competitors. Release date and price. As for when you'll be able to get your hands on one, Chevy will roll out the 2026 Equinox in late 2025, just in time for the new model year. While exact pricing details haven't been confirmed, it's safe to assume that the price won't skyrocket. Chevy is known for keeping its offerings competitive, and the Equinox will likely remain in line with rivals like the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4, which means it should be affordable for most buyers looking for a compact SUV. The real question is whether Chevy's shift toward a more tech-first, efficiency-focused design will be enough to draw in new buyers. The Equinox has always been a reliable, solid option, but in a market overflowing with compact SUVs, standing out takes more than just a fresh look. Time will tell if this new formula, more tech, more efficiency, and a touch of flair, will be enough to keep the Equinox a contender in the ever-crowded compact SUV space. Thanks for watching and see you next time.